Hello everyone, welcome to Optimal Timelines. I am your guide, Sean Collins, in helping you to connect to your most optimal future timeline. So this is going to be your tarot readings, monthly Tarotscope readings for the month of November 2021. And before we get started, I just wanted to let you know it's been a couple of months since I posted any videos. I have a very good reason for that. As many of you may have heard or know, here in Northern California, we went through a really terrible fire season. In fact, it's still kind of the tail end and it's going on. And I was involved in the Caldor fire, which as of a couple of days ago, burnt over 220,000 acres of forest land. A lot of people lost their homes. I, in fact, around mid-August was evacuated from my residence. My residence is okay. However, I did go through a move last month and this month also. So just wanted to let you know, thanks for your continued support. And that's the reason why I wasn't able to post any videos for about 8 weeks. But I'm back and very thankful and grateful that we survived with all of our property through the fire. So let's get started on the videos. Okay, so this is going to be your monthly tarot reading for November 2021 for everybody with their North Node in Libra and or the 7th house. And remember, you're going to want to watch two videos. You're going to want to watch one for your North Node by sign and one for your North Node by house. So I'm going to connect to the energies and then we can begin. I call upon my spirit guides and guardians and the wisdom of my ancestors to bring forth the information that's true and correct for all who see this reading, that it may bring them the most beautiful, happy life possible and set them on their most optimal future timeline. So may it be. Okay, so the spread on this side of the table represents the first half of the month from the 1st to the 15th, and then this side represents the 16th to the end of the month. So North Node, Libra, and or the 7th house, really, really transformative and powerful times for you. Very powerful. And not just this month of November, but, it's been going on for a while now. What I'm seeing first and foremost is that the demons in your life, okay, figurative demons in your life, have been coming to the forefront, been coming to a head. Things in your life that have occurred are kind of leading up to this point, like this summer, and then as into fall and as we get into winter, many of you are experiencing, endings, but endings with new beginnings. Some of you are having awakenings of a sort of like realizing that, old ways of being, aren't working. And so, and if you're experiencing like really, really kind of tough times, especially in the emotional realm of relationships, all sorts of relationships, not just romantic. Okay, if you're experiencing that, it's because change needs to happen. Okay, remember that, with your South Node in Libra, or excuse me, South Node in Aries, and or the first house, you have this strong Aries warrior, energy, and that's worked for you in the past. This, when past life, in this life, and in other incarnations, and in this lifetime, it's directing you back toward the seventh house in Libra. That's where your North Node is, and that is about being able to work with others in partnership, being able to see another's point of view, and it's not hard, or it's not easy. It is very hard to change old patterns. Okay, and the interesting thing that I'm getting for you, and this is like a good thing for all of all North Nodes to remember, for all of us, but it's that we don't know any other way to be. That's the way the South Node works. It's like it's where our Pluto is, okay, our Pluto placement, and where our South Node is. It's the way we think, the way we feel, the way we act. Like, it's almost like it's imprinted in us and on us, okay, on our energy. And what's hard sometimes is our natural inclinations are to go in a certain direction, but a lot of times those natural inclinations have to do with our South Nodes, or Pluto, other areas of our chart, and it's uncomfortable for us to go into the new direction of what we're supposed to learn in this lifetime. I was thinking about this the other day. I was trying to make some decisions in my life, and I'll share this really quickly, because I do not have a North Node in Libra or the seventh house. However, my Pluto is in the first house. Okay, so that is it acts somewhat similarly to like a South Node in Aries. Okay, so I have some of those things, and I was contemplating this upcoming Thanksgiving season, and having to possibly be with certain people that I don't resonate with. And I was going back and forth, battling with this. But what I ended up doing is I came to a realization, and this is something that I want you to really take to heart. And actually everybody should take this to heart with our North and South Nodes. When we have an idea, an inclination of something that we want to do, we want to feel, a way of thinking, when we feel a certain way and act a certain way, stop and ask ourselves, is what we want to do, or how we're thinking, or how we're feeling, is it in alignment with our North Node path by sign and house? Is it in alignment with what we're here to do? And if you heard me say that, and you don't know what your North Node path is, that's something you have to look into. You have to read about your North Node by sign and house. Read about your Pluto polarity point. Okay, that is where you find your path. So getting back to that, if you are thinking about doing or acting in a certain way, or feeling a certain way, ask yourself, is this in alignment with my path? And if it isn't, then you have to make the decision to, even if it's uncomfortable and you don't feel you want to do it, you have to act for your own highest good and for your optimal timeline. Act in accordance with that path. So what I did was, when I was trying to make this decision, I asked, okay, what does my North Node path tell me to do? And it told me to do exactly opposite of what I wanted to do. Okay. And so I made the decision to act in accordance with my North Node, even though I didn't feel like it's right. And this is where it gets really tough with your path, because I am a extreme advocate of following your intuition. But see, what's not easy all the time is to know what is your intuition telling you, or what is the darker sides of our personality, or our astrological chart, the more negative sides of our chart that we're trying to leave behind. Is that what we're acting on? So it's not always easy, and that's what I'm getting for a lot of you, is you've had the realization that, maybe I'm seeing like certain things in your life have ended, um, and you might feel good about it, you might feel another way about it, okay, but they're ending. But what I see for you is, I'm seeing, if you begin to follow that North Node path of your Libra path and the seventh house path, I see a brighter day for you. But I can also see that you've gone through a lot of personal heartache. Okay. Um, friends, family, work relationships, love relationships. And, what you're supposed to do is unburden yourself. And now listen to me very carefully. Don't blame the other person or the people. Okay. Don't say it's their fault. Don't blame yourself. Okay. Don't kick yourself around. Realize that this way of being, maybe my way of thinking, feeling, acting, reacting, hasn't worked for me. It's nobody's fault, but I want to make changes. Remember, like, we sometimes forget, we are in charge of our lives. It might seem like, there's other things that are directing us a lot of times, but we're just reacting to those things. But here's what I want to tell you. You have the gift of the warrior energy. Okay? That is a gift. You have courage. You have directness. You have the ability to move forward in anything you want to do. So what you're supposed to do in this lifetime is not leave that good part behind, but now take that warrior energy, and instead of directing it outward to where people have to think like I do, people have to do what I say or what I want the world to conform to me, what you're doing is you're taking that warrior and you're directing it inward to you, and you are having the courage to face yourself, face those inner figurative demons, okay, and have the courage to change. That takes an extreme, in order for people to truly change in life, for all of us, it takes a tremendous amount of courage, a lot of courage. And that's what you have as a gift. Have the courage to look within for the answers. Make change, have the courage to make changes in what needs to be made. And I see really positive things on the horizon for you. Game changing. Now, we're talking about warriors, okay? In any conflict, whether that be anything from a war, a battle, even personal battles, okay, there are casualties. It's inevitable. Where there are warriors, where there are battles, there are casualties. And what is burdening you is that some of those casualties in your life can be healed. Possibly some of them can't. That's okay. Sometimes things transpire where you can't go back. You can't take it back. It's all learning. Don't try to, or don't beat yourself up, or because it's so painful that, maybe we've made mistakes, and, those casualties sometimes they happen in life, okay? Don't stress yourself out over that. What you need to focus on is, as I said, that warrior, and direct it inward to change your life to where you have the courage to partner with others and think what and put others first, and all of that good stuff that has to do with, the North Node in Libra. And I'm seeing this is what is happening for a lot of you. A lot of you are on different areas, or in different areas on this path. Some of you are further along than others. Just remember, whatever you're experiencing, direct that inner warrior and have the courage to face yourself. Make changes within yourself. Read up on your North Node path, okay? And then that's how you are going to direct yourself. You are going to be the, warrior. You're going to be the commander of yourself as opposed to others. You're not supposed to lead others in this lifetime. You're supposed to work with others. You're supposed to lead yourself, okay? Now, in the second half of the month, for November, some of you could be feeling like, emotionally drained, like you're kind of, over it emotionally, or even confused, like you don't understand how to get out of whatever path you've gone down. And what I want to tell you is go into the heart, okay, for you. Remember, Libra, your North Node in Libra in the 7th house, is ruled by the planet Venus, okay? The planet of love, the planet of compassion, okay? Of the heart. And that is what, when you can go get out of your head, out of your ego and into your heart, and start looking at life from a heart-based place, and putting importance of, relationships, letting people be right. Like working with people is, I know it's not easy. Okay, it isn't, and it does not come naturally to a lot of you. Okay, but just realize if you act from the heart as much as you can, that's going to be the answer for you. And this is an ongoing thing. Think about it this, as we, we're into November here, and as we go through the end of the year and all of the holidays are coming up, we're going to be, the holidays are a great time to take stock of our life and to, make amends and to make changes and to come from the heart. I've seen people, over the years that have a very hardened heart, and then the holidays comes around and something happens. You see it in like movies, and you've read it in books. There's just this magic that comes because in this season, no matter what holidays you celebrate, it is all about kind of coming from the heart, and you see this beautiful, these beautiful acts of charity and giving. And so just realize that, this is a great time to make these changes. And I just want to say, like, what I see for you is, I see that these, with your North Node in Libra and or the 7th house, okay, I see such a great timeline that is just over the hill. Like we have the Sun card, we have the 10 of Cups, okay? It's just over the hill. If you can direct that innate courage that you have, Face what you need to face within. Make the changes. Have the courage to feel uncomfortable. Work from the heart. Take that sword and defeat those inner figurative demons. Okay? Direct it not outward to the world and to people, but go inward. You clean house. Okay? And when you do that and you go into your heart and you start working with others, just you go a couple of inches and you are going to get miles and miles and miles of positive things manifesting in your life. You will see. And it's so close for a lot of you. Even if you feel like you're not even there yet, if you feel like you're in the back of the pack, you can go right to the front. The more changes you can make, remember, it's all heart-based. It's all about relationships for you, okay? And yes, they feel uncomfortable. People, when I say for people with this North Node, a lot of times, it's relationships are not comfortable. I get that. But when you make the effort to go inward and make those changes, you will see tremendous, tremendous results. So have a great month. Thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing, spending some time with me, helping me grow the channel. Much love, much appreciation. And we'll talk to you again soon on some more videos. Many blessings.